my name's Jules and today I am starting a new series all about food prep. So this is not necessarily meal prep, it's more all across the board food prep for things like school lunches, food I'm going to grab and need out of the fridge, like meal basis, pizza sauce. Mostly it will be baking and snack food I can grab out of the freezer every morning and pop into my kids' lunch boxes or my husband for their lunch for the day. So I would do a little bit of an intro about why I food prep. Basically it is that my kids don't eat all the food all in a few days. So we actually do our grocery shop every fortnight. That means that we've got to kind of make food stretch, and if we buy a lot of packet foods for lunch boxes, they will get demolished really quickly. So I find if I have a variety of things to pull out of the freezer, it keeps my kids interested in their food, and it also saves me time in the long run and money. So I try and condense as much as I can into a day. I like a batching day, which I'm now doing once a week. Some things don't fall in the same day, like I make kombucha and my husband's lunches. I make him sandwiches, and that's always the day of the grocery shop. I do other things on those at the same time. So I'm trying to work out a really streamlined way to do all of this, but I thought I would just share what I have learned along the way, and that batching is always the way to go, that you can get everything done while you're in the kitchen, while the oven's on, and knock as much as you can off. I have a running list on my Asana of food prep ideas, categorize them in order of food prep to do today. If I have time, other ideas, and then for the next time I food prep, have all the ingredients I need, or it's an idea I've got in a couple of weeks because I haven't done it in a while and the kids would kind of enjoy it because they're not sick of it, things like that. So I really love the idea of saving money as well and utilizing what we have, and it might be things that we have in abundance at the moment. It's summer, so I've got passion fruit outside, I've got chilies, I've got plum. I'm just trying to utilize what I've got while it's fresh because it doesn't last, and I don't always want to just freeze all my passion fruit pulp. I actually kind of want to create things with it. My passion is food and making food for people. I get so much pleasure out of making amazing things for people to eat, hoping that they will get the same pleasure. I thought I would run through that I use, so what I will be prepping today. One thing that I swear by and I absolutely love, and it helps my job in the kitchen so much easier, is a Thermomix, and it is incredible. Makes me able to produce a lot more food without a lot of stress, hassle, standing over the stove watching. I can kind of pop it in and let it do its thing. And there's also recipes on there to use. So sometimes I follow them, sometimes I adapt them. Sometimes I follow the method of cooking but use my recipes I have created. I also have an Instant Pot, which I really want to utilize a little bit more, because that makes meal prep a lot easier, and there are other foods you can prep in it as well. I really want to get smart about my food prep in terms of I don't want to make a whole lot of food and it goes to waste. I want to make a whole lot of food and it gets frozen to be able to be eaten with ease. There's lots to do. Let's get started. Okay, so today I am planning to food prep dishwasher powder, smoothie packs to have in the freezer, banana chocolate chip muffins to have in the freezer, and this is actually a recipe from my ebook I published a couple of years ago, and I've printed it out. It's such a great recipe and perfect for freezing. Grated zucchini to freeze into portions, zucchini cake that I'm recipe testing, pizza scrolls out of pastry, peanut chocolate brownies, and if I have time I'll be making passion fruit gummies, chili and apple jelly, mini banana loaves, sourdough starter, lemonade ice blocks. I know, crazy, right? This is why I'm like, if I have time, let's go. So first of all, what you're going to need to do is do a little prep for your food prep. So you're going to want to get out, say, any butter that needs to come to room temperature, pastry or things like that. Get any pantry items that you're going to use out for the first 2 to 3 recipes that you're going to create, depending on if you have the space. That just saves you going back and forth to the pantry. Some of these ingredients are double up for different recipes. Try to plan out my order that I'm going to prep so that I'm utilizing the same sorts of equipment. Make the dish powder. It's super easy. It's just a cup of baking soda, 1/4 cup of citric acid, essential oils. I don't have any at the moment, so we're plain. And I'm going to double batch it because that just saves me coming back and doing that another time. This should last me about a fortnight. I do actually keep a jar of baking soda for my baking, but I also keep this stash under my sink for cleaning. I've got smoothie pack. I'm going to reuse these, but I also have them for sandwiches, so I'll label these so that I know they're not going to be used for sandwiches and vice versa. Putting in half a banana, an assortment of blueberries and mangoes. Kind of good to rip it all out because you see how much fruit you've got to last. Just grabbed my grocery list off my fridge, so I will be adding the mango onto the grocery list so I don't forget for when we do groceries. 8 fruit smoothie bags done. Okay, so next up I'm gonna grate the zucchini and then I will grate the cheese in the same Thermomix bowl. But these are the smoothie bags. Today is actually the first time I've used my camera for filming. I've only used it for photography, so I've actually had to pause and charge my battery a little bit, so hopefully it will do this whole segment. Otherwise I'll be like doing this all day. Anyway, so in the meantime I've just done a little bit of more prep. I have grated the zucchini in the Thermomix, so I thought I would show you how it looks. Yeah, there we go. So that's ready to freeze. Okay, so I've had a rookie mistake and maxed out my battery and my memory card on my camera, so it is now, I don't even know if I'm in the frame, but it is now downloading to my laptop, which is taking forever. So I have grated the zucchini. I worked out I needed 300 grams for my recipe, so this is the 368 grams left of what I had in the fridge of the zucchini. I'm gonna freeze this and then tomorrow pop it out and put it in a snap lock bag to freeze until I need it. Grate the cheese now. I do a mix of Tasty and Edam. Okay, so that's how much cheese I got from 17 ounces. Now I am going to do the zucchini cake first. I'm just going to use the Thermomix guide. This is my 300 grams of zucchini. Now this is where I will follow my recipe. Okay, so just using a packet of puff pastry sheets, I have made these pizza scrolls. So I've just got pizza sauce, ham, salami I had left over in the fridge, some Italian herbs, and then I'm going to sprinkle cheese and roll them up and cut them into pinwheels and then bake them. So the good thing about these is that you don't actually need a lot of cheese or meat. A little goes a long way because you're going to roll them up. Like a dough scroll, you could fit way more in because it would stick to the dough. So that makes 8 scrolls a sheet. So I finished my prep. To summarize, I made 40 pizza scrolls. Kids have already started eating those. The brownie and the zucchini cake, which I will freeze soon. It's almost cooled down. Muffins, those were the banana and chocolate chip. I did about 2.5 cups of dishwashing powder, 8 smoothie packs, 6 blocks of the grated zucchini and the grated cheese. And I also prepped some naan bread I'm gonna do for dinner.